Hi, this is Kitty. I thought today I would show you my take on a never-ending card, or sometimes it's called an infinity card. Very cool and a lot easier than you might think. Okay, this is what the card base looks like before it's been decorated. It opens up, and then it opens up again, and then it opens up again, never ending, hence the name. Anyway, on this one, I decided to use this as my template, so I numbered all of these little sections, and I'm going to keep this as a reference for making future never-ending cards. Anyway, it keeps opening until you get back at the beginning. I also decided to put together a little cheat sheet with measurements for future reference also. This cheat sheet's actually available on my blog if you'd like to download a copy for yourself, or you may just want to make your own. So you start this card with 4 pieces of cardstock, all cut the same, 6 inches by 3 inches, and each one needs to be scored at 1.5 inches and 4.5 inches. Super easy if you have a scoreboard, but you can use just a ruler to measure it out. You're going to take these 4 pieces, and 2 of them are going to be horizontal and 2 are going to be vertical. You can start either direction. So I took 2 pieces here, and I'm going to start horizontal and put tape in just the corners. And you'll see here, I'm using a good, strong tape adhesive. It doesn't take very much, and it seems to hold together really well. I'm still amazed at how smoothly these fold. I'm going to put the tape in just the corners, like I said. It's hard to tell in the video, but I am actually putting the tape from that score line to the edge of the card, and I'll do that on all 4 corners. You don't want to go past that score line or the adhesive will show and things will stick together where they're not supposed to. You could put a couple pieces here if you think that it's not strong enough, but this seemed to work fine for me. So I finished getting the 4 pieces of tape on. I'm going to take the backing off on these, and since I started with the 2 pieces horizontal, I'm going to attach the other 2 pieces onto them vertically. So now I'm taking the backing off. This is score tape I used, by the way, and the list of the products that I used, if all goes well, should be at the bottom of this the description for this video, and also everything will be clearly listed on my blog. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on vertically. It does help to line these up and get them nice and straight. That's what's going to make your card work really well. But this is probably the hardest step. Once you get these 2 pieces taped on, you're good to go, and that's really it for the card. I am still amazed at how easy this really is. So I lined up the first piece, and now I'm going to line it up with the second piece and put it all together. Just cleaning it up a little bit there. So once I had that one on straight, the other one went on even faster. So I lined that up to the other piece. And there you have it. Believe it or not, that is actually it. Your card is complete. It just needs to be decorated. So I made sure all the tape was nice and solid there, and now I'll show you how it opens. The first time you open it, it's a little stiff, so you will want to probably, I actually went back with a bone folder and scored those edges so they would stay nice and smooth and operate properly. But once you've opened it once and made all those folds, it'll continue to open over and over, nice and easy. Like I said, it's so much easier than you think it's going to be. So now we have the fun part. We get to decorate. Now, if you looked at the template and that cheat sheet, there are actually 24 little sections on this card. There are a few ways you could do this, but I decided I wanted to cut out 24 pieces of paper that were a little bit smaller than each section. And in this case, for these, I went ahead, cut them about 1/4 inch smaller, and then put a very thin, like a 16 inch mat around each piece. So there are actually 3 different sizes of areas and 8 pieces of each. So I have my 24 little pieces. Now I really recommend staging this before you actually glue anything down. Play with your little pieces and line them up and figure out how they best go together, and look at how the finished card is going to be, what the sections will look like when the card is partially opened and stuff like that. You'll be a lot happier with it in the end if you kind of stage it out first, as opposed to gluing first and then deciding you don't like it. So I figured out where I wanted my pieces to go. I'm starting with what's going to be the front of my card, and all I did was use my tape runner and adhered each one of these pieces to the card. You can't tell here, but I did already play with these quite a bit to figure out where I wanted everything to go. That way I knew I was going to be happy with the end result. So I'm going to speed things up a little bit here because there's 24 pieces to attach, and I don't want to lose my audience. You'll notice I left a little blank space there on the bottom under the dog. That's so I have a place to put my message. I figured you all didn't need to see what I wrote to my buddy, so. And here's our card with all of the pattern paper and little images attached, with my space to write a message. Have a couple more stamped images here. There's so many different things you can do with these cards. This one isn't as elaborate as I could have gone. They are time consuming, but if you're willing to take the time, the sky's the limit here. I decided on the front I wanted some sort of image that sort of opened with the card, and a butterfly seemed perfect. So I die cut and decorated a butterfly and sliced it right down the middle, and then I'm going to attach each half of the butterfly to the front there. And then I die cut all those little bitty pieces of this and that, and I'm going to attach them here and there as decoration for the card. So here we have it. The card is pretty much done. It opens up and you've got a place for a message, and it opens again and you've got a couple cute images. It opens again and you've got some more images, and now you are back to the beginning. Pretty cool, huh? So if you'd like to see more details about the card, there's more information and a list of products on my blog. There's also a copy of that cheat sheet. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'm always available. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this at all, I would love it if you hit a thumbs up. I need someone to tell me whether I have the potential to make YouTube videos or whether I should just hang it up and go back to my day job. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.